Did you know that Lil Baby is being targeted by the federal government in a RICO case that links him to the murders of 2 people, and that they have been gathering evidence against him? The time of Lil Baby is drawing near. It was made public. A potential 4PF RICO is being prepared for by his office, according to the chief of the Georgia Police Department's gang section. Among the crowd, an investigator scribbled, "Investigator V is on the stand." When the court heard this, they said, "We are listening to wiretapped calls," indicating that Lil Baby paid to have people handled similarly to Dirk's M for hire. It was noted that some people had tickets on their heads. Scholars claim that 4PF and Lil Baby are set to face charges for these acts from the city of Atlanta.
So there's this journalist, he's out of Atlanta, well-reputed journalist. His name is George Cheedy. Like, he was the person who was very accurate on predicting that YSL was going to get indicted in the RICO. He's an Atlanta journalist, certified. He's really good. He's came out and he said that the Atlanta Public Defenders Council, like the office, they're basically their specialized unit for Georgia's Public Defender's Office. The unit that specializes on gang cases says the office is actively preparing for a racketeering indictment on the 4PF and OMF case. Now, I don't know what OMF is, and that he expects Lil Baby.
Marissa, a gang investigator, allegedly played a wiretap in court to prove that Atlanta musician Lil Baby had put money on people's heads. In the video, Dominique Jones, aka Lil Baby, put bounties on people's heads, according to Marissa.
Come on, bro, you know what's finna go on. Like, how the hell you can, you know what I'm saying? They ain't even like that, man. Them got tickets on a lot of these folks.
We just heard somebody say these folks got tickets on these people. We know what's going on. First of all, who was that said that about the tickets?
Unc, the unidentified male that was being referred to as Unc.
And he's speaking with Mr. Sanders.
Correct.
And in your experience, do you know what tickets are?
A price on somebody's head.
What do you mean by what do you mean on somebody's head? What's that?
Like a bounty.
Okay. To have them arrested?
Or
And who were they referring to in that portion of the call?
they were saying that they had heard that Dominique Jones had tickets on a lot of people's heads.
Dominique Jones had wanted to have people harmed.
Correct.
All right, moving on.
By tweeting, "Biggest liar in the DA's office," Young Thug exposed Marissa's identity and accused her of lying. In a later clarification, academics claimed that Marissa was an undercover agent trying to capture Lil Baby.
There's someone named Marissa Viverito. This person was a undercover cop. Now, what she testified to and spoke to is related to the Lil Baby 4PF. So 4PF are beefing with these guys called OMF, which is part of this like bigger like gang called like Goodfellas. And those guys, some of them got indicted federally. Remember when Lil Baby shot the music video in that hood? These guys, they shot the music video that Lil Baby was at. Allegedly, some 4PF dudes went to go to retaliate, and then they came back to spin back on Lil Baby, or not Lil Baby, let's just say 4PF. The investigator that was supposed to be undercover is someone named Marissa Viverito. She testified to a few things. Yo, these OMF dudes are beefing with 4PF. We got wiretaps, so this is how you know an indictment definitely is.
That Atlanta DA has played Lil Baby and Young Thug in succession. In another tweet, Snoop Dogg said, "Be careful out there, y'all Atlanta rappers." Following a major update from news sites, Lil Baby was taken to the county jail to be questioned about the deaths of Lamont Freeman and Jackie Davis. He was questioned by police about why he closed 4 of following the murder. During an interview, Baby responded in an odd way when asked why he closed 4PF. This he revealed.
Pocket full had to come to an end. You know what I'm saying?
When you say of course, I mean, why you say of course?
Because it's the all shit that be going on. And I had to start learning that, like, other people's actions I could be held accountable for.
Right.
I ain't know all that at first. You know what I'm saying? I never would have went that route, but I ain't know. You know what I'm saying? Now that I know, I'd be a fool to just keep the same thing going. They trying to make something out of something that it ain't.
Right.
Like, if I got any kind of control of, hey, we're gonna switch that whole thing up. It ain't even just about the police. It's just period. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never was supposed to make my label something that I...
The tweets went viral and were shared by as experts have explained Baby's most recent record. Lil Baby's career will end if he is found again. He is already making music.
Man, you better listen. I don't know if Young Thug's still just on a vacation. Tell him you need him. You need him for a verse, a song. You probably need him to pop out his loud for you because it would have made it all better. You need this. Okay, please. Yo, the crazy thing is Lil Baby confidently be previewing these. It's like, yo, they're hot. Yo, chat, I feel like the Monstars hopped out of one of them New Jersey drones and grabbed Lil Baby and shook the
Either way, it seems like Lil Baby's situation is becoming unmanageable. The government released a statement following in response to Lil Baby's actions. The Atlanta Police Department is calling him out for the deaths of the two youths last summer. They also said that 7 people were arrested in relation to the deaths of Lemon Freeman and Jackaty Davis. It was clear to the officer that this team will work relentlessly to hold you accountable, alluding to Lil Baby, as Major Ralph stated, that the crime was the consequence of a run-in with street teams that followed him during his May video shoot, in which 3 people were hit.
Investigation aspect of this, Lamont Freeman was allowed to be a 13-year-old for 27 minutes before gang violence ultimately took his life. Gang violence was orchestrated by adults in our city. And cowardly acts of an Atlanta-based rapper that decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place that he knew he should not have been. And in the subsequent days, we saw and ultimately the deaths of 2 children as a result of his cowardly actions, and you know who you are. And I tell you that this team will work relentlessly to hold you and the persons that you are affiliated with responsible for those actions.
On rival territory, Lil Baby was filming a music video near a taco eatery when the incident occurred. It was the newscaster who, surprisingly, accidentally revealed Baby's rivals on Facebook with the post, "Lee Little Babies at the taco shop with 3 cars."
We over here kicking it. We got Lil Baby shooting a video around here. You know how we do it at Snapping Taco. Baby, there he go. Y'all see him? He came to get him some tacos, baby. Y'all better pull up, cause you already know how we doing at Snapping Tacos, baby.
Police say the rivals didn't know Lil Baby was there until they saw her post, but they still blame Baby for the incident, even though fans have legitimate concerns about it, like in the widely circulated tweet, "The Atlanta DA wasn't successful getting Young Thug watch." Using Lil Baby as a model, she will now target him and provide gangs with supplies for street crimes and money for fame. Yet this answers a key question about Lil Baby that everyone had. Why did he shut down 4PF? However, it is clearly clear that legal issues were a preoccupation of his. There were even claims that Baby's most recent album, Wham, was hurriedly published due to looming legal troubles. He had previously been warned by the federal government that his closing at 4 p.m. was the first sign that he was participating in crimes in Atlanta.
An in-depth investigation. Recent months, you've had 2 high-profile racketeering cases. There's going to be more.
Over the next 60 days, you'll see 2 more.
Moreover, DJ Academics had revealed that District Attorney Fannie Willis was setting up a trap for rappers because it was reported a week later. Baby was arrested Monday night for carrying a concealed handgun without a permit, brought to the Clark County Detention Center, and released on a $5,000 bond.
I need 20 bands, call his number for me. Hey, security, the black guy, call his number for me. They locking me up for a term, but I got life. Security, I need 200 bands a year, I swear to God, security. Security, I need 200 bands a year. You don't make 200 bands here. And leave for my check leave at 19. Nah, check me good, I got to my nut. Check me good, you on the camera, I got to my nut, check me good. I got to alright, y'all let me that cross you, myself dead, y'all.
But one arrest is only one aspect of this problem. 8 months. Ago, DJ Academics made the evidentiary files known as 4PF available to the public. These were contained in the same RICO docs that included YS.
Two of them. Like I've heard the two of them. They're like, yo, these are going first, then these are going first. I've heard the names, and I don't know if I should say it. Again, I got nothing to do with no investigation for nothing, whatever. But these are top rappers. Well, one's a top rapper. The other one, matter of fact, I'll do the segment without saying the name. I'll just say this. I believe you know who the obvious name is. They're in Atlanta. They go by three letters. They've been popping. One of the top, I would say, 3 rappers in Atlanta.
All the evidence about the YSL case has started to come out, and experts say that Baby's recent arrests are signs of an upcoming RICO charge.
I'm going to tell you some things that you're going to have to take my word or don't believe it. It's fine. I don't care either or. When Fonnie Willis started targeting YSL, Fonnie Willis had a bunch of people to target. She wanted Thug. She got YFN. So she got YSL, YFN. Eventually, they were going to get to 4 p.m. That's one of the reasons they changed their names, by the way. Except, from what I heard, the feds told them, it's okay, we got it. So the feds told them, like, it's okay if you dismiss the charge. So they didn't go that hard with trying to get Dirk, especially after Blonde died. They dropped that case. They dropped it, but the feds has realized we won't get Dirk eventually. Doing the math? You see why Lil Baby is moving the way he's been? Because Lil Baby hasn't been on Fed watch. He's been on.
After failing to have Thug arrested, many fear that Fanny's focus has switched to Lil Baby. Since Baby was arrested for breaching the law, they have already given him a number of warnings and indicators. Would normally have resulted in a minor fine, but instead, he spent most of the night behind bars.
Before you open up these windows, they're tinted. You can't see nothing out.
I'm a celebrity, man. Nobody can see me through my ticket. Let me ride.
I don't know what celebrity you are.
It don't matter. They get my ticket. Let me ride. I can't have nobody seeing me right here. I'm gonna let my window up.
Oh yeah, you good, but you can't have that tinted window, man.
Alright, they give me a ticket. Have a good day, man.
Now who are you? You say you
My name Lil Baby.
Okay, I just need you to sign right here, okay?
You got a pen?
827.
You don't be want to have these. You gotta have tickets in Atlanta. E4K. I take a ticket and somebody follow me home.
Put a 32.
Huh?
You can put a 32. If you got a medical exception, you can get it sent.
The body cam footage terminated there, but Baby received his ticket and walked away. Regretfully, Lil Baby flew out his lawyer, who quickly bailed him out before he could sleep through the night. However, he was stopped soon after his name was mentioned in the police computer system, and the second officer took him into custody for unknown reasons. Many believe that the rapper Gunna is the former best friend who recently snitched, and because of all these legal run-ins, Baby is being singled out. As a result, Thug tweeted, "Wham, let's drop one of these rats," quickly criticizing Gunna after being released from prison. Wham is what people call Lil Baby. Given that Gunna was recently caught snitching out of the YSL RICO case, Baby replied to Young Thug on Instagram, "We should. I'm going to stop acting like we are friends on the internet," Thug tweeted regrettably. Clearly, he no longer dated Gunna. "I don't know you, my guy," he said. According to his brother, trust and believe the feeling is mutual. Gunna also expressed interest in that post. Young Thug, on the other hand, is indifferent. Later that night, he subtly mocked Gunna on Instagram, saying that he was right to handle the matter.
Hey man, what you got to tell these people?
Back.
You feel me?
You did.
Hey man, ain't no cap in it.
No cap in my rap.
You feel what I'm saying?
The right way.
It's time.
Right way, bro.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right way.
Yeah, that way.
Yeah.
And go tell that.
They sent a clear message to Gunna. Thug got his work done and made it home safely. However, academics have clarified that Thug's plea deal requires him to stay out of any significant feuds or public altercations with other people, so discussing Gunna could cause more issues. Failure to do so could result in a 20-year prison sentence. It might get Lil Baby back in jail and drag him down with Thug, who is already under investigation.
I know some of his fans think he beat the case. He definitely didn't beat the case. Beat the case means you got no stipulations. The Young Thug thing is a win, but it's also a huge setup. If you gonna tell me that they're gonna monitor him on a probationary basis for 15 years, can't be in Atlanta, can't communicate with co-defendants or gang members, he can't rap about, he can't promote any music that has to do with what they believe is activity. But he's always gonna talk about him and his doing his thing. They might consider that activity. He might be like, yo, man, it's like, yo, we going to the park getting lit. We going to the club getting lit. They game. Be like, oh no, you talking about the game. So, we celebrating right now because I think we could all see, if you follow that trial at all, whether you're a fan of Thug or not, you can see the pain, you can see was going through it. Like, he gained a lot of weight. Everybody knows Thug was not that weight. So we happy he got out, but we definitely got to be very cognizant of how it's going to play out.